Alright, so I just found this new tech in SpellBreak. In this video I'm going to show you what it does, how to use it, and talk a little bit about how it could be used in game. It's actually two different techs here that are based on the same concept. The first one's pretty useless, but it's used to execute the second tech. It's a recovery cancel for your primary spells that allows you to end the cast animation a few frames earlier, which actually ends up allowing you to start regaining mana much sooner. The second tech utilizes the recovery cancel to allow you to spam attacks infinitely while maintaining full mana, which can be pretty crazy when combined with the focused mana talent. I thought this was pretty overpowered at first, but as we'll see it has some limitations and trade-offs, and it's also kinda hard to pull off mid-fight. My opinion is definitely not game-breaking, but it could be useful in some scenarios. I'll show footage later on of a match I played while using this as much as possible so you can see it in action. Alright, let's go over the first tech now. Grab a fire gauntlet and head to the practice area. You're going to start out by casting a normal fireball, and then as soon as you see the fireball actually come out, press and hold your sorcery button to queue up the sorcery aiming animation. Shortly after that you can press your fireball button one more time to cancel the sorcery. Probably have to mess around a bit to get the timing down, but if done right it should look like this. What's going on is that the sorcery animation is causing your fireball animation to end a few frames early. It's barely noticeable, but if you pay attention to your mana bar, you'll see that it causes your mana to start regenerating more quickly than with a normal fireball. By the way, make sure you're on the ground for this, because you can't regenerate mana during the sorcery animation if you're in the air. I haven't really found much use for this tech on its own, but once you've got it down we can move on to the second one. For this we're basically going to repeat the first tech over and over to quickly spam fireballs while regenerating our mana in between each one. If done well you end up casting just as fast, or maybe slightly faster than you normally would, but the real benefit comes from the fact that you can fully regenerate your mana in between each cast. This means infinite spamming and infinite focused mana. Before you get too excited though, it doesn't really work in the air, which is a major limitation. For the second tech you're going to start out just like before. Cast a normal fireball, and then recovery cancel with your sorcery. After that, instead of just pressing your primary spell button once to cancel the sorcery, double press very quickly so you end up casting another fireball immediately after the sorcery cancel. Don't forget to release your sorcery button at some point. Timing doesn't really matter as long as you let go of it after the sorcery has been cancelled. Then you just repeat those same steps on the second fireball. Cancel the recovery of the sorcery, and then double click to cancel the sorcery and cast a third fireball. You can keep repeating these steps to cast as many fireballs as you want. It's not like you're going to run out of mana. Here's some clips of me doing it slowly just so you can see what's going on more clearly. The hardest part is the timing, which is difficult to explain, but if you mess around with it for a bit, I'm sure you'll get used to it. Start out by doing it slowly and then work on getting it quicker and quicker until you're going at a normal casting speed. It is possible to do this so quickly that you end up casting this slightly faster than your normal casting speed. It's difficult to execute that quickly though, and you won't regain as much mana between each cast. I usually go at a moderately quick pace, which allows me to maintain a normal cast speed while fully regenerating my mana between each cast.